They nachos, shout out my vatos, shout out the hoes that's watching me like my vatos. Click on them.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? You already know, man. It's your boy, LeBron, female rapper Lee. I'm back with another video. Please make sure that you come in and you thumbs up this video. Please make sure that you hit the bell notification, hit all notifications so you have my videos in your possession each and every time I go live. Now, just to let you know there's only, well, let me just say this first and foremost. Please make sure that you all are streaming Red Ruby the Sleeves. Make sure that you stream that on Spotify. I have a Spotify playlist. Unfortunately, I don't have Apple Music right now. I don't really like Apple Music like that, to be honest with you, from an artist perspective. So please, it's important. Make sure that you stream in Red Ruby the Sleeves. Make sure that you follow Nicki Minaj Army playlist on Spotify. Also, the way that you can support me personally is to go to my website, cookieconfidant.com. Save 15% off at checkout. Get your hands on some gourmet cookies. That's the way that you could support me. The reason why I wanted to say this is because you know, a lot of people have been talking about, like, with YouTube, like certain things that they doing to, like, you know, slow down content creators and things like that. Now, me personally, you know, anybody who has monetized videos, they get paid from YouTube. But me personally, I don't make a lot of money from YouTube. But when I do upload things, I do expect to be paid. Now, I'll tell you this. Over the past 2 weeks, YouTube has done some shady, some sort of funny style thing where, like, say for an example, when I upload this video, right? Like, say when I get off my live, when I upload the video, it would take probably a few hours for them to research the video to see if it's going to be monetized or not. But no, what they doing now is they're taking days to monetize your video. So it's like, your video has already peaked by the time they monetize it. Yo, when I tell you I have a video now, it's like all because I haven't been doing uploads. Because honestly, if you think about it, you're working for free. And the way that these female rap conversations go, and as a content creator, when you constantly want your crowd to be like in the mix, or you just want to drop videos and do content, I don't give a fuck if I'm getting $20 for a video. I want my money, like, point blank. And what they doing now, to the point is that they're monetizing your video 4-5 days later. So it's like, but I feel like it's something weird with that, because when I look at, because I do a lot of, like, just cross examinations and shit, and I be looking at white channels who get way more views than black channels, and it's like, what is it? Is it that if you curse in your video that it automatically throws you? I'm trying to figure out, what is it that makes you get ad suitability? That's cool though. Like, before they used to do it, it's cool. It take a few hours. Cool, your video is still growing. But if you, it's like, say for instance, on my channel, if my, like, if I get views, and it's like, what, say I get a video that gets like 10,000 views, right? Why the fuck are you monetizing my video 6 days later? The shit is already peaked, and they're like, oh, you can still get YouTube premium ad, which is basically like $1. No, support me. Listen, if you want to support me and support my channel, go to my website, cookieconfidant.com, save 15% off at checkout. Also, I just have to, like, I got to do some updates to my pricing on my site too, because it's like certain things, like, prices increase all the time. I'm pretty sure y'all all know that we're in an inflation era right now. Even just now, when I went to go pick up my boxes and stuff that I ship with, this guy, like, the price went up. I'm like, why did you charge me? He's like, oh, because it comes with more bundled, but you didn't even mention anything about that. It's like, why didn't you even mention it? Chocolate, the price in chocolate has gone up. I have to go to my website and, like, and update some things. So yes, this is the way that you can support me. Cookieconfidant.com. Make sure that you support that way. Check the website out, click around, see if it's something that you like, read the reviews, whatever the case may be. So listen, let me see who's up in here. What's up, Lady Marie? What's up, Crafty Queen? Yeah, so it's like YouTube, they trying to be slick, right? Now, I would be a little concerned if this was my main means of income, because y'all know that I come in, even when I do uploads, I don't really make a lot of money on them, but I do like to do it because it just works better for me, because in that way I can do other things, like as a business owner, and be in the background and, like, not get off work every day and feel like, damn, I got to go live for an hour. Believe it or not, I love to connect and talk to y'all, but sometimes, like, when I be, like, in my conversations with, like, content creators behind the scenes, I'd be telling them, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'll be like, I hate going live sometimes. I do, because it's very, like, you can connect, but it's draining when you do got other things going on. Like, if I didn't have nothing going on and I just was like, oh, cool, you know, if I didn't work full time, like, I would be like, cool, like, you know, I could just go live anytime. Something pop up, I'm live. Boom, 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 boom. But especially if I'm not getting paid, because I got to be paid. It just have to be. So if I could say a word of advice to anybody, I don't give a fuck if you start selling some shoelaces. I don't care if you sell wacky shoelaces or some shit like that. You got to do something outside of YouTube, and you have to have an official website, not no damn website that somebody else controls and they taking money out of. No, that don't make no sense. I'm talking about your own website. When I promote my website, it's my website. I pay for it every month. It costs some money. Listen, to be in business, it costs money. That website I just showed you, I pay over $100 a month for that website. Over, because it's just like the features that I have and what I'm able to do. But like, nah, none of this shit is free. These niggas got this shit fucked up. So it's like they want you to go live and upload videos. You get all these views, and then they coming back at the third or fourth or fifth day monetizing your video when it has already peaked. So it's like, nah. The best way I can honestly say, like I was telling you the other day in my live, it has its pros and its cons to not going live, because I can go live and I can promote my business and I can do exceptionally well. But it's like, if you do your upload, YouTube, they trying to play with people now. It's like they don't want to really pay you like that. They want, so what I would say to you is, like, because a lot of times people, they don't want to give game away. What I really see it as that YouTube is doing, they want, like, a lot of people who we do commentary on these things, like, female rap, it's kind of like in the moment type of situation. So it's like, how like, Saweetie did some funny shit to Cardi, and it's like boom, boom, boom. That's only gonna live for a few days. What I honestly feel, and I would tell somebody to just to start thinking about, if you listening to this, think about content that can go on past one day. Like, because it's so many different things that happen. So it's like Cardi could do something today, she could do something tomorrow, she'll do, you know what I'm saying? So it's like those topics are kind of hot for the moment. But unfortunately, if you want to be paid, it seems like you're gonna have to do some topics that's like a, but you're gonna have to think about that, what you want to do. But it's like they trying to play people, and it's like, honestly, my whole approach was, when I used to upload my videos and I used to get that yellow mark from YouTube, I'd be like, fuck them. This upload is really about me. It's like, I want to say what I want to say and I want to connect to my audience. But when you start thinking about it, how many videos am I going to release when they're yellow after hours, after hours? So it's like, say, for example, let me give you an example. Say it's 5 o'clock right now. 5 o'clock p.m. right now, right? Say something drops right now where it's something just crazy. And I'm like, cool, I'm going to do my video. I'm going to record it. It's 5:30. My video is done. You submit that shit to YouTube. Now they saying that it's ad suitability. You like, okay, before you could turn around within a few minutes or whatever, and the shit would change. Now it's taking days, to the point to where that conversation is now dead. So I used to get into a mode where I'd be like, damn, I'm not waiting. I'm just uploading my shit, because this is not my bread and butter, but it is a source of income. Not really major like that. Like, honestly, if you want to be frank, and I'm open, because honestly, my channel is still small. Anytime I get money from YouTube, I'd really be paying my credit cards, and I just be putting money on shit like that, or just buying random shit. Like, it don't even be money that I really need, but I just use it like I need it. Like, I be putting that shit on my credit cards. Like, today I went to this store. Let me know if you got one of these stores in your mall. It's called Typo, right? I love Typo. Typo is like it's kind of like a stationery store where they got like a whole bunch of different like notebooks, pens, and like planners. So I went in there today and they had like this huge sale, and I went in there and I racked the fuck up. I got me all types of notebooks and shit that I know that I'm not going to be writing it like that, but I fucking wanted it. And I got me like this nice planners for like my business, and just to make sure that like I have things like, like organized and stuff like that. I really want to stay on top of things like that. And a lot of the planners are half off now, because we going through the year. So yeah, I got me like this nice planner, some nice notebooks, nice pens. I really had a hate for that store Typo, because I went there 2 years ago Christmas shopping, right? When I tell you I spent like $150 in Typo for stuff for my nieces, do you know? And that was the time, like, they live in New York. So it's like I'm getting them all of this stuff that I'm gonna ship back to New York. Do you know I lost that bag in the fucking mall, going store to store? See, I'm one of those people, I be having mad bags. I lost that bag with all of that stuff. It was nothing that I could do about it. I couldn't report it as stolen. I couldn't do anything. So I had like this hate for a Typo, but I really love that store. I really, really do. So, yeah. So let's see. Everyone, don't forget to leave a like as you come in. Yes, please make sure that you thumbs up, like the video. You know what I'm saying? Support, and make sure you check out my website, cookieconfidant.com. That is the way to support me in this channel. So let's see. Go, sweetie. I love her even more for dissing Cardi. She was wrong. No. Oh, wait, what'd you say? Was she wrong though? Cardi does do those things. So let me read a few of these comments. LaRon, what do you mean by it's peaked? So what it means by is, say for an example, like when I went live the other day, my video from the other day when I went live is at about 5.8. So when I got off live that day, when I got off live the other day, my video was probably like at 1.4 thousand views. It was under ad suitability. So under ad suitability, you don't get paid. Now my video, it's peaked. It's about 5.8. So if they was to come around today and approve it, what's the point of you approving it now? It's peaked. So now all of those people got all of those views off of me for free and you did not pay me. I don't give a fuck if it's 6,000 per thousand view. I want my motherfucking money, point blank. I want it and I don't give a fuck. So, you got to, Nick, I feel like we got to do different shit when you a content creator. Make a different channel. See if you could do some shit. Like, I don't understand because I see white content creators uploading, getting way more views than us. This is why I don't understand why people be trying to like hate or keep content creators under a rock. Like, oh, you worried about the way that a person titles their video. Suck my dick. Don't worry about what I do. Listen, the same way I could be like, damn, let me tell you, this is the mind frame of a content creator, right? I could upload a video and I could be talking about somebody, and then somebody else could do the same video and they could get way more views. So what? So if they did whatever they did to get that, don't worry about what I'm doing and how my approach is. Don't worry about it. People just be concerned about the wrong shit. Like we all here, it's a platform. There's hundreds, thousands of channels. Go to where you want to go. Like I don't get it. I don't. So you said YouTube treats Black creators differently. I definitely think so. I think so. Do you deliver in Fort Worth? Yes, I ship. So I typically ship through Shippo. And if you live in Fort Worth, Lady Marie, that's actually dope because in Texas, typically in Texas is 1 day shipping everywhere in Texas. So if you live in the state of Texas, it's 1 day shipping. So yes, again, check my website out since YouTube want to definitely play with people money. And it's kind of been daunting to me too, because I know how good I do when I come on here and I promote my website. I know how good. So it's like when I'm not and I'm uploading videos and I'm like, damn, I didn't even mention it because sometimes it's just not even appropriate. Like it's not, to me, it's just not, because when I'm talking about music and shit, I don't be wanting to do that. But this is my business. So it's like, fuck YouTube. Them niggas want to pay you pennies on the dollar anyway. And then they want to wait weeks or a whole week to monetize your video. No, support content creators when you know they have their own thing going on. Support their business, because to me, that's what really matters, honestly and truthfully. So let's see. Hey, LaRon, haven't called live in a minute. I always have to watch the replays. Yeah, I don't really go live like that. I mean, I want to. Maybe I'll start doing it more because these niggas want to play games. Because I don't give a fuck if it's a 5-minute video, 10-minute video. I'm not uploading shit for free, point blank. If it's not paid, if it's not, I can't do it. I can't. And shout out to Cynthia. I just got to sell through my website too. Shout out to Cynthia. I don't know if you watching this video, but yeah. You see how it goes? Like, listen, one thing about me, I'm going to get mine, point blank, period. I'm going to get it. So everything that I've built up on my channel, no matter how small the views are, I built that up by remaining consistent and doing what I got to do. So I think it's important that if you do have a business, then to promote it, So shout out to you for that. Yeah. So what the hell we here to talk about? Shout out to Tara Wilson. I appreciate the super sticker. Oh, so Cardi B called ugly by Saweetie. You see how I wrote that? And she didn't say that, but I wrote it because I wanted to fucking say it. Point blank. What you gonna do about it? What? Nicki Minaj, Little Kim, Missy Elliott beef. So I wanted to actually talk about that. I was talking about that on I was talking about this topic when I was on Twitter. Hold on a second. I be buying I be buying all of these things of Febreze, and then I come back home like, yo, you got so many bottles of Febreze. I don't even really spray that shit like that because I got like plugins, but I like to just, it'd be a nice little, you know what I'm saying? Which one is this one? Hawaiian Aloha. Yeah, I like this one. I keep this one in this area. So Susan, Best Me. Thank you. Yep. Oh, you're talking about the intro song. Yep, that's my song, Best Me. You can also, that's on the Nicki Minaj Army playlist too. So you can check that out there. So yeah. All right, me too. I look Passion Papaya. Oh, you got Passion Papaya. People need to shut the fuck up. Yeah, you know how it is, baby. You know that it is. You know it's only a few people in the comments, but there's so many people watching. You know they be watching. What Kaya say? Them lurkers is leeches. Them lurkers is leeches. Yeah. Yeah. So where I want to go first? Let's see. Let me bring this up real quick. Because Nikki, she uploaded this video today. She's in the car. Was that Arrogant Tay? I thought he just posted yesterday and said that he was in that Arrogant Tay, he was in Vegas. I thought that maybe he was out there doing Bia's hair because you know she's out there performing. She's a bitch. What do y'all think about Bia's song "She's a Bitch" with the Missy Elliott sample? What I did today was right when the song came out. I don't think that the song is horrible, right? I just don't really I guess that I'm not really a full force be a fan like that, right? But you know, do your thing, get your shit off. So I think that when you do a sample, I think that you should be very careful when you do a sample. And the reason why I'm going to say that is that you want to do a sample to a song that was popping. Now, if you from that era of the 90s and you think about it and you like, oh, she's a bitch, Missy Elliott, that was a song back then, but it wasn't big. And I even remember the energy around it. Like if I even think, because I remember when my friend bought that album, yo, I'm telling you, buying CDs, magazines, that was a culture. We got paid from my job. I'll never forget that shit. And this is when we started our direct deposit. Me and my friend, we got our check and she was like, oh, my shit hit, my money hit. We was on Central Ave in Albany, New York. She said, I'm about to go buy Missy's album. I couldn't understand for the life of me why she was doing that, but my friend would buy everybody's album. And we went to my job because we had to work at 4:30. We sat up, we got there at like 4:15. She was reading that magazine before we started our shift. And I never forgot that, right? Because I'm gonna be honest. I've never purchased the Missy Elliott album until she performed at the Super Bowl and they was all discounted. And then that was like years and years ago. How many years ago was that when Missy performed at the Super Bowl and she was doing this thing on Twitter when she was basically begging for sales and she said if you buy my album, I'll follow you. So I remember she followed me and it hurt it because she had to block me after that because I started to like just notice certain things with the whole Missy, Little Kim shit like that. So this is a quick segue, but I remember when Nicki had did Roman's Holiday on her second album, that beat kind of reminded me of Timberland a little bit, right? But I knew that she wasn't gonna fuck with him because I knew not saying that Nicki wasn't gonna fuck with him, but just saying that it's that energy right there. And I'm telling you, if you can remember, I'm not looking it up. You do the fucking homework and look it up because I remember one interview that I quoted from Little Kim. Somebody tried to tell me I lied about it, and it ended up surfacing when she said that she would do a song with Nicki Minaj for $7 million. Like it would have to be beneficial to her or some shit like that, right? I remember Little Kim did a interview. Was it on Power 105 or was it on Hot 97? But she was pretty much saying to the people, to the host, she was like, yep. And she said, and my friends behind the scene, they told me they would never work with her. They said people came to me and told me they would never work with her. Now, who you think that was? Not trying to be funny, but and Coi Leray, I think that she's doing an amazing job with still continuing her career after whatever happened with her and Nicki. She's charting, she's doing her thing. You want to see people, me personally, no matter how much shit that I talk, you want to see. This is the thing. When it comes to Cardi, I don't want to see her down and out, but I don't want to see her in rap. And I'm not even going to pretend. I don't care when it comes to her. I don't. And I don't care how you feel about it. I don't. And when it comes to Lotto, I don't want to see her down and out either, but I just really don't care for her. Like I'm happy when I see Doechii getting radio play, and people who rock it tell that really love it. Not saying that Lotto doesn't love it, but unfortunately, social media era, it kind of impacts the way that you think about and the way that you feel about artists. It's the same way that I feel about. Do I have a little more sympathy for Azealia Banks? I do feel bad for her because I felt like a lot of things went wrong for her, and it's just like mixed with her own psychosis. She don't know what the fuck. It's like she tried to really think that Cardi was gonna pull her up for hating on Nicki. It's like you a black woman. Why the fuck would you do that to a black woman anyway? And sit in the face of a sunken eye dot and just try to like talk all this shit and try to make Cardi, them dirty bitches, leave them dirty bitches alone. You one of them bitches that she would probably call that to. Like, this is why I'm gonna say this, and my biggest market on YouTube is New York City. A lot of y'all who from New York City, I'm happy that I'm from upstate because y'all can't tell the difference. A lot of y'all is mixed in, and this is not to make separation or anything, but we all are different, point blank. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they can't even see like outside. They be like, they look at Cardi like she's black. She's not fucking black. I don't give a fuck if y'all lived in the same tenement buildings with roaches and rats and y'all grew up in the same area. She's not fucking black. You can even tell by the way that she talk about people from things that she's done earlier. You could tell she don't look at herself as black. She takes that black DICK into her inner areas and she screams and she still hates you. Yes. Yes, that's how I feel about it. That's my personal opinion. But a lot of people from New York City, it's like when you have these conversations like, oh, Cardi, what you mean she ain't black? She just like, and then I remember even going back to her old interview, she would say a lot of manipulative things. And yeah, that got a little off. But back to the Missy and Little Kim, I could tell that I remember back then when Little Kim said that, I'm like, yo, who is she talking about? Like, who's not going to work with Nicki? If you think about it, Nicki has worked with a lot of people. And somebody left a comment on my Twitter saying, well, Timberland has been liking Nicki's stuff. Yeah, they want her to do that fucking verses. That benefits them because that's their business. Duh. That benefits them. Missy don't, and this is why I love Nicki down. A lot of people might have looked at this as it was fucked up or whatever the case may be, and they might have been like, "Oh, she's a bitch, she's this, she's that." Trust me, when Nicki was on American Idol, when she was on, and I'm gonna bridge. Well, no, I'm not gonna say that other situation because yeah, that's separate. But when Nicki was on American Idol, it was a certain respect that she had for Mariah. But everybody knew before the show started that Mariah did not want Nicki on American Idol. I look up to you. You're a great. If you can remember the history, Mariah gave Nicki her first big break as a big artist to put her who made a song as a single and whatever with that Up Out My Face. I personally hated Up Out My Face. My nieces still love that song to this day. They was little girls when that song came out. I hated that they will always sit in front of that TV and pop, pop, pop. I hated that shit. I hated it. I hated About My Face. I hated it. But just because Mariah did that doesn't mean that Nicki is going to let you walk all over her. She's not going to let you do that. And then this is a business. You trying to embarrass me on TV and all that. And then now we see everything that's rolling out with Mariah. Who knows that if she was under any substances or the way that she was acting a little funny style. She was, now that I think about it. And it was like she was trying to make Nicki look crazy. And I like how she shut that shit down all the time. Nobody is going to fucking play with you. And Nicki did that shit to Missy too. Cackling, laughing, cackling, running back to your group chat. Oh, thank you. You see how the way that she did that, bitch, you not going to play with me. I don't give a fuck who you think you is. What it is, the truth of the matter is that a lot of these older artists is mad that Nicki Minaj lasted this long. So it's like, you got to think about it. They mad. Oh, I want to mention the name so bad, but I'll leave that for Twitter. If you know, you know. I don't want to do it. But a lot of people, they be acting like, oh, Nicki's sis, this, and that. You're really fucking mad. You mad that she's still here and she's still surfacing amidst all of the controversy, amidst everything. You really wanted shit to ruin her. That's what, and you know what? I can guarantee you, you know what? I know when Nicki was coming up and she was stinging Lil Kim and she was doing certain things like that, people was probably like, yep, just wait. Don't worry, Nicki. She gonna be out of here. The bitch ain't going nowhere. 16 years going on 20. Don't worry, Nicki. Don't worry, Kim. She gonna be out of here. She go, don't even worry. Don't worry. That second album, the sophomore jinx, the bitch ain't even gonna be here. Oh, did she have plans for you motherfuckers? Did she have big plans, big features, things that just carried her throughout the years? And to be honest with you, I'm gonna be frank. I think people there's a lot of haters online that you're met with and shit like that, especially now since female rap has grown and there's so many different bases and people who want to be proud over their payola trophies and their faves who really slaves to these record labels. Yeah, it's a lot of rejects on the female rap stroll right now on Twitter. This is why I don't argue with these people. The other day I made a comment and I was saying something about these botched artists with their ugly fans, and I do feel that way. I do. And somebody, a Cardi fan, found my tweet, and it's like, what are you searching? The word botched? Because we don't follow each other. How did you find my page? Like, why are you even? Yo, I just blocked the person immediately. Why are you searching botched? That you just gave yourself away. I put botched artists and a botched fans, and this motherfucker found my tweet and don't follow me. The shit is just crazy. And I think that a lot of people didn't expect that didn't expect Nicki to still be here to this day. They wanted, I'm pretty sure when everything came out with her husband and the reel and everything, they was probably in a group chat. Yes, this bitch is done. This bitch done. She done. And then you got Lotto out here trying to ask people who won the lottery, and she still ain't hit today's top hits on Spotify. Nicki was on there for two, was it 2-3 weeks for a rap song? This is why it's important that y'all continue to stream and support that song. Even if that song was to get 0 streams tomorrow, it's already outpeaked Lotto's pop song. Matter of fact, let me go to the radio charts to see what's going on the radio charts. Give me a second. Yeah, but it's a lot of jealousy coming from that Missy Elliott and Timberland area. I don't care what none of y'all say, and it's all rooted in Little Kim. It's all rooted in Little Kim, and it's unfortunate because she didn't give y'all no hit recently. So what is the loyalty for? It's like a lot of time these people try to say business is business. That's here. Listen, let me tell you something. We can use that as an example to tell you this right now. You know how they want to say like, oh, if Nicki fuck with a person, she expects this, expects that. It's the fucking same thing that Lil Kim do. And the sad thing about it is, I will say this. I see Foxy Brown all of the time posting about Little Kim, Foxy and Kim this, Foxy, and she don't even fucking acknowledge you. You got Missy Elliott, who would be executive producing these fucking female rap performances on TV, and they don't fucking hit you up. These people been doing shit like that. So it pains me when I keep seeing Foxy post Little Kim. This girl will never fucking acknowledge you. She won't. She will never acknowledge you. I never want to be the person that has blind loyalty to a fucking person. I don't. I'm my own individual. Nobody owns me. You think, like, let me tell you something. Like, nobody owns me. Even though as much as I love Nicki, you know that sometimes when I do my titles, you know that people, I ain't think that they're gonna be worried. Like when I put Nicki lied, but then my story was Nicki lied about saying that Red Ruby was smaller. But you know how many people be like, why did you put that in the title? I didn't ask Nicki Minaj for fucking for permission. This is Female Rap Elite. This is not Nicki Minaj channel. I title and do everything the way that I want to fucking do it. Point blank. I don't know if I don't listen. I don't know how a lot of y'all is juice. I grew up like, and I love my mom for that. I'm telling you. I grew up having freedom. I didn't grow up with the controls of somebody controlling my every move and doing. My mom, I can't lie, she was busy a lot. She had to maintain a household and do her thing. I'm not used to nobody micromanage me. I'm not used to nobody telling me. And listen, this is why the other day I had to go to work, and these people be thinking that I'm crazy sometimes. I be like, yo, I'm like, I don't think a lot of y'all had quiet time when y'all was little kids. I just don't think y'all had it because I said, as soon as you come in the morning, y'all yap. I said, sometimes, and I said, because somebody asked me this the other day, they was like, are you okay? I said, yeah, I'm okay. I said, why you think something wrong? Because I'm quiet? I said, no, I'm just quiet. I said, I don't yap. I don't do that all the time. Y'all be starting early in the morning, and what they don't like is that I protect my energy and I just get low. I get low. I'm not combative with it, but if it's something going on, I just be in my zone. And I hate when people do that because it's like they're trying to figure you out. They want to know your every fucking emotion and feeling. If I'm quiet, I'm just quiet. You know, I grew up in a time where my mom, she used to be fucking tired from working 3 jobs. She'd be like, okay, if y'all be quiet if you just stay quiet for 2 hours, I'm gonna bring y'all to the mall. I'm gonna do this. And then you all with your brothers like, shh, 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 shh. And then exactly 2 hours, we watching the clock. Mommy, get up. You said, no, that's not right. You said you was gonna bring us, blah, 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 blah. She'd be like, all right, give me another 30 more minutes. And she'd be like, my mother used to have this thing when we was younger. She'd be like, I'm just closing my eyes. I'm resting my eyes. Like, no, you sleep. You ain't fucking resting your eyes. Fuck is you talking about? But it taught us. And then the same thing. We want something. Okay, I need this. I need you to clean this house up. I want that bathroom done. I want you to clean your room up. And then she checking that shit. Oh, you thought you was gonna clean your room up and throw everything in the closet? Oh no, pull all that shit out. You got to do it the right way. I like those days built me into who I am as an individual. Like as far as like, I think about that a lot. I think that many times we grow into adults and we don't think about how we was raised. And I think about that a lot. I think about it constantly. Let's see. That's me. Quiet time in school, not just at home for the teachers, parent regroup. Yes, I agree with you 100%. I'm not even gonna click on that comment, but if you read in the comments, yeah, she feels some type of way. She definitely feels some type of way. So anyway, let's continue reading these radio charts. Let's see. I seen that Miguel. He's been like, I was gonna be mad a little bit because I'm like, why the fuck they trying to make this Lady Gaga song resurface again? But Miguel Adorn You. This is an old song. Y'all remember when Adorn You came out? It's picking up on radio though. So maybe they're getting into the era of pushing old songs and see how he doing good across the board. He doing good. So radio is picking up this old ass song. Shit, if they playing Lady Gaga, where's her song at? Bloody Mary. This song is from like her album years ago. Like if they playing that shit, look, she ain't even charting across the board. And she getting all these, she got 42 million audience and radio. And where's Miguel at? Miguel got 23. You see how it can never be fair for you see what I'm saying? Anyway, who else is on here that's noteworthy? Tim's, she's on there. Okay, she's number 30. Uh, I thought that this song was gonna be bigger. How many of y'all thought that this song Doja Cat, "A Happier" with Post Malone? Post Malone, do y'all think his star is dwindling? Because I thought that that song was gonna be big. I thought that that was gonna go number one for sure. Um, let's see who else. Justin Bieber. Did y'all hear about all that drama with fucking Justin? What who was it with his wife and Selena Gomez? And that's what I'm saying. Look to that other side of YouTube where these people be doing this commentary on them bland ass white subjects, and they be getting so many views off of it. Videos be monetized, and then we over here. I think you know what? I have to survey it though because maybe it could be that if you say one curse word, it could throw you off. But I don't want to fucking do my videos like that. I want to do my videos the way that I talk. Like it's bad enough that you got to cut back enough, but it's like YouTube, I feel like they find ways to just fuck with you over and over. Why am I still waiting for a video? In a few hours, that video gonna be 4 days old. Why am I still waiting for that to be monetized? It's a game. So anyway, lottery, damn baby. Lottery falling 100,000 already. Damn. Damn, who won the lottery? She's losing 100,000 audience in radio because they see what's going on. Lotto. mm, Let me keep going. Let me keep going. Oh, they changed this already. Lotto, don't play with a remix. And Lola Brooke, let me comment on this too. Lola Brooke, she should have did a different verse for that remix. It's like to me that screams that you scared. Are you scared that people are not going to like it because it's not the original verse no more? But I really wanted Lola to do a new verse for that remix. Do y'all like Lola Brooke? Because I know a lot of people like different things. She did a freestyle over a little Uzi Vert's beat, and I just didn't really like it. To be honest with you, Lola Brooke is one of those artists where it's just like I don't really like her. I don't really like her like that, but I don't want to see. I don't dislike her like a Lotto. You understand what I'm saying? But it's like even with her new song, "Don't Disrespect," it's like what mark is you? It's like I understand she's trying to have her own tone and her own like her own shit, but I don't think that that sound is marketable. I just feel like "Don't Play with It" blew up because it's like don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it. Just laying it. Ah. I just feel like that song, and then celebrities started to post it after it had already been out for a year. Like I had already been on "Don't Play with It." I played it on this channel like over a year ago, but then it just blew up because then celebrities started posting it. Kim Kardashian started posting it, and yeah. So Lotto, you better tell them to put that radio play back in the big energy. Shit, shit. Shit, because the other one coming down already. Rain on me. Oh, won't you rain this rain on me? I don't wanna leave. I don't wanna leave. See how they be doing these white hoes? You see how she jumped already? 15 million in radio. She just came out with that song. It's crazy. When you black, it's everything is harder for you. Like I told you, when you black and you flop, it's like, how are you gonna reinvent yourself next? What are you gonna do next when you're white and you flop? Or they gonna put you a star role in a movie? They're gonna make sure that your ass gets seen again. For certain artists, I'm telling you, Lady Gaga is a huge. That's why she get all them fucking looks. Why the fuck y'all playing this song on radio from years ago? Why? Ice Spice in her mood. Okay, that's still climbing. She doing good because she got a few. Where's the boys a liar? How did that do? Let me say. Let me say. Mm, okay. See, she doing good across the board though. So the numbers are speaking for itself. I don't mind people getting radio play, but at least let it show that there's some traction for the song. Lotto and then Cardi B was getting all that damn radio play for that fucking hot shit, and that shit was garbage. That's why if you notice, Cardi is a fucking weakling. Why the fuck is taking you so long to release new fucking music after your last song was a flop? That's why she was so happy that she was on that Glorilla shit, because it was just like it kind of like saved the day for her for whatever time that was when she felt like she ain't have nothing. And that shit is falling off too. And you know what really made me feel a certain type of way? Let me look this up while I'm on the side. You could tell impact, right? Now, I ain't trying to be funny, but you in the danger zone. You shouldn't be alone. Yo, I had to honestly, when I looked this artist up that I'm about to look up now, I said, nigga, you petty. It's gonna look a different way on the computer, but yeah, Glorilla is definitely muted from me. Because when I looked at her Spotify, because I just wanted to see like where is she at on Spotify. Now, 7 million monthly listeners is huge. That's huge. It's more than I got. Shit, I only got 400 people right now. But what I want to say is like for that level of a song, um, baby, you got to get that up, because to me, what it's looking at, she had internet trolls. That ain't work out, baby. That ain't work out. And I knew it wasn't going to work out. I knew that she had that song. Didn't she do a song recently with somebody too, with Moneybag Yo? She on what you on? Some people said they liked it, but they urban liked it. It's not huge. You're gonna have to do something. I'm telling you, this is the time where I feel bad for a lot of artists because let me say this to you in a way where it could make sense. I know that this is a female rap channel. I love female rappers. I've always have, right? But I'm into building longevity for a rapper. What is the point of coming out just to like, not saying that Glorilla is ever going to go back to her regular dwellings. You never fucking know. Look at a lot of artists, Gangsta Boo and different ones who they had their little wave and it went away. A lot of people go through that shit. A lot of these artists be trying to make it seem like they on some other fucking level and they really fucking not. They really not. So to me, if I was in her camp, we need to be working on the next hit immediately. You need to be working on the next hit immediately because you only about 5 million away from like regular artists who like Azealia Banks, Little Kim, Remy Ma. They all at like 3 to 5 million. That's not impressive to me, and that's a signal. That is a signal. Glorilla, you're a black woman. I want to see her do good, but you got to figure out what the next hit is going to be because that Cardi B shit ain't going to last. And what did she think that song was going to do so good that she was going to bring you, Lotto, all of the great value artists on tour? Like, what did she think that this was going to do? Because I'm telling you, I feel like it's some bigger scheme in the plan because Cardi has never went on tour yet. She needs to go on tour, but who is she gonna go on tour with? Glorilla, Lotto, Megan Thee Stallion supposed to make a big comeback. You think? Whatever. We all seen her pure sales. Listen, ain't nothing. If she used his situation to sell that album, that initial album, and the shots fired and all of that, it only did what it did. It didn't. After it did what it did what it did. And yeah, what is it going to like? I don't really feel it. And I feel like we in the sympathy era, so many people just want to say they like somebody just for the sake of. They just want to say that they support somebody just for the sake of, like, you know what I'm saying? Glorilla, baby, you better figure this shit out because these numbers is dwindling. The internet trolls ain't working like I knew it was. Ain't none of those other songs for working from the project. That's her highest stream song. So I'm just saying, I'm just keeping an eye on that. Nicki Minaj, Red Ruby the Sleeves is about to crack 100 overall radio, charting across the fucking board like it's supposed to be. And Lottery got fucking 20 million impressions on radio. Meanwhile, we got 10 million. Tell me this right now. This is why it will never fucking be fair. The playing field will never fucking be fair. Why the fuck do Nicki Minaj got all of these? And listen, why did she? And this has been since this is 3 weeks. What we going on? Has it been 2 weeks? Or are we going on week 3 now? We going on week three, and it's still looking like this. Why the fuck does Lotto have all of this radio play for a song that nobody is interested in? And she got 20 million. She got 20 million. You have to compare it. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Like whoever's behind like radio play and shit like that, or like the specifics and the formulas that go into it, they got to talk about that. Because I need to figure out why is it that certain people's songs who is not doing good, like you ain't even got no action over here and you low as fuck right here. What is that, 36 Shazam? Why? That shit will never sit right with me. And I watched them do that shit to Cardi too. I watched it. All right, so Nicki is making her way to the top 100. Who else is on here that's worth mentioning? Glorilla Internet Trolls, baby. That ain't gonna do nothing. It ain't. It ain't even doing nothing right here. That ain't gonna do nothing. Listen, even back when what's that guy named Yo Gotti when he signed her? I'm sorry. I want to say this, right? This is what I personally feel. If I was a music exec and I'm not, and I know you can say that you're not, say you came to me today, Miranda or Micheline, and you like, I want to get signed. I want to hear the fucking music you worked on before you get with me and fuck with my producers. I want to hear if you ready to fucking go. And back in the day, you had to be like that. I want you to come to me ready to go. So that could be like, okay, if I link you with XYZ or if I link you with this producer, I know that you're going to make magic. I know that you are. Glorilla was not really ready to be signed, in my opinion. Everybody, it's like the female rapper is just like a gym. Everybody wants a female rapper now. Everybody. Everybody wants a female, and they don't realize that I would be nervous if I was them. I would be nervous. Everybody got a fucking deal right now. Everybody. And that means that a lot of y'all is going to be shelved. And listen, let me tell you this, right? Back in the day, you want to know why things kind of went away with female rappers and it was a drought? Because the way that the industry perceived them, and I could kind of understand it coming from the Kim and Foxy area, they said that female rappers, like back then, they wasn't really, at a certain point, it wasn't profitable. It's too much. They require too much glam, too much this, too much. And you know, with male rappers, it's a little different. They could throw their designer shit on. Everybody is so designer obsessed now. I remember even back before Nicki will always post pictures in like Jordans or Nikes, or you know, sometimes she would have on designer sneakers, but everybody is designer obsessed now. These people is wasting their money. I know for a fact they are. I know that they are. And I just feel bad because I see that the rise and fall of so many different people is going to be huge. Let's see if Doechii climbed on radio. Let's see. Okay, she climbed 150,000. So she got 780K. So she didn't crack a million yet, but shit. If Lotto got, you see what I'm saying? If Lotto got 20 million in radio, why can't she get that? I would much prefer to hear this song. And I think, honestly, if she got 20 million in radio, I think what it is with Kodak Black would do way better than fucking Lottery. Lotto trying to chase this cottage cheese shit, trying to make her mother proud because she white. And then she want to get on fucking Hot 97 talking about these crackers when you look into the face of a white woman as your mother. Why would you say that? That let me know that Lotto is not in sync with herself. And I could never support an artist like that. You talking about these crackers. What's going to happen when you go to that fucking family reunion and they say, we heard your freestyle. Why'd you say that? Because if I was her family, I would be pressing her fucking ass hard. Why you say these crackers? Why? That never set right with me when Lotto did that shit. And certain shit to me is just, I can't overlook it at all. So that's the radio chart. So we see, oh, LaPat and Rodeo. My friend, she's in this video. Well, I think they shot the video for this, but these are like local artists in Houston. Well, I think LaPat and Big Jade, I think they're from Beaumont. But yeah, that's cool. That's cool to see that their song is growing. One of my friends that I used to work with when I first moved here to Houston, she does like a lot of TikToks and stuff like that. And they made a dance up for that song. So that's why I always noticed that song for the rodeo. Yeah, but Doechii, she's getting a little bit of radio play. This is way better than Persuasive. Hopefully she'll get some more. I mean, small victories, right? But she should be up there with Lotto and her radio play too. What was this? I thought that was Megan Thee Stallion. I was gonna say, yeah. But then honestly, I even seen that happen with Megan Thee Stallion, where she wouldn't get that much radio play, and then she wanted dick suck, dick ride, and dick take from Cardi. This is why y'all motherfuckers is looking in the face of the oppressor, and y'all looking at her like she's some sort of savior. No, baby. If she better save Glorilla again, because the way that is looking like me from them internet trolls. And you know what? As I started to watch Glorilla and shit like that, I know that she did funny style shit. Like, did she unfollow Nicki or something like that? At the end of the day, I want to say this in the best way possible. Even though that we all love Nicki, she's not the end all be all to everybody, right? You guys got to acknowledge that. Some people just go everywhere and you can sit back and they'll just try to force Nicki into everything. And sometimes I think it can make it distasteful. Like, you just put it, if you believe it or not, offline, Like, even with my coworker, I be telling her about like different things. I never tell her about what I talk about online because I don't want her to try to find me, right? But I be telling her, I'll be like, why don't you podcast? Why don't you do this, do that, do whatever, right? I'll tell her, she'd be like, well, what do you do? And I'll be like, well, I'm not sharing that with you. I just don't want it because if you've ever experienced this, telling your coworkers, inviting them to your Facebook page or doing things, it's like then when they piss you off or something happened at work, you can't even talk about it because it's just like it's too entwined. You got to learn how to keep people out of shit, point blank. You just have to. Some people like when everybody is clobbering them. I don't like that shit. I like space. I do. I like space. So let me see. Literally, she's giving hater energy, but tries to flip it as it's the other way around. Yeah. Jason Lee keep them popping on Instagram, but he only could keep them popping for so far. This is why I was telling the people who was doing the secret conversation, talking about that the bloggers like me and August with the Shade or Black Tea Blog, that we're keeping people alive by putting them in. If I'm keeping Lotto alive, why she not selling? Why Lottery ain't doing good? This is conversation, and I'm gonna put whatever I want in the title. You be worried about the wrong things. Algorithm can't save certain people. Lotto, see what you know what it was with Lotto? She did all of that shit after the Grammys, trying to do this little Nicki Minaj fucking challenge, running into that damn jet. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna shit on this bitch, Nicki. She thought it was over for me. I'm gonna come up with this pop record and do bloop, bloop, bloop. Back to the fucking shed. We need a new song. What you gonna sample now? What you gonna sample now? Because you know what? These labels are gonna say we spending a lot of money into these artists who ain't really bringing no return. I'm telling you. I feel like female rap could possibly go through another drought again because it's just a lot of sorriness out here. Doechii, I love her. You want to know why I love Doechii? And I said this before and I'm going to say it again. What I love about her is that she's very lyrical. But when you hear a song like what it is, it's like you wouldn't even think that about her. To me, that's talent. I like that a lot, even though I think it has a very mammy message in the message of the song. Panoramic view, this is around of you, baby. I like that song. Let me play that right now. Panoramic view, that's my little baby. It's that lemon pepper wings. I like her, and I like her more than Lotto, no matter how much radio play she get. So let's see. Let's do that real quick. Doechii. What it is, yo, what's up? Every needs a little love. Every yeah. And then that's another thing. When you're a Black artist, you have to constantly create magic and keep creating these situations. It's like even as a content creator, they'll try to stifle you and do certain things. Shout out to Crystal. I just got a sell from a Crystal. I appreciate you. You have to find ways to you got to keep creating, and this gets draining. And it's like when people try to stifle you, it's like you have to keep coming. But then you see the Lottos, it's like she got 20 million radio on a song for a song that nobody likes. It's no indicators that nobody likes that song across the board. So let's bring this up real quick. Let me see if my thing is on. All right. Panoramic view is my review, baby. Yeah.
What it is, ho, what's up? Every good girl needs a little love. Every black boy needs a little love. If we put it down, I'ma pick it up. Can't you see it's just me and you?
Hey.
Panoramic view, that's the point of view, baby. All about me, that's the energy. It's that every pepper thing, I'm a 10-piece, baby. That roll fully in a bendo. He gon' make it flip, do it with no handles. Never switch sides, only switching angles. Ooh, we gon' crazy like Rambo.
Hey, what it is, yo?
What's up? Every good boy needs a little love.
Hey, every black boy needs a little. If we put it down, I'ma pick it up. Hey, yeah. Yeah.
Stop all night, I like. You ain't gotta say what you know it's on side. That room fully in a bando. You gon' make it flip, do it with no handles. Never switch sides, only switching angles. Ooh, we gon' pay the like Rambo. What it is, what's up? Every good girl needs a little love. Every rock boy needs a little love. If we put it down, I'ma pick it up. What it is,
hey, what's up?
Every good girl needs a little love.
Yeah.
Every rock boy needs a little love. If we put it down, I'ma pick it up.
Let's do this real quick. Yo. Bitch talking she the queen, but she looking like a rat back. I'm Angelina, you Jennifer. Come on, bitch. You see what yeah. Cause I pull up in a jump man. Jump man. Yo. Hey, yo, SB. Them not be at home. What? Yeah. So there's a bit. Yo, look, bubbles. MJ gone and I ain't having that. How you gonna be stuck? Double to the nigga monkey. Top of that, I'm in the fit. I'm looking hella chunky. Yeah. Look, I pull up in the push up in the That song has so much history, yo. It has so much history to it. Like, just memories of that shit. I remember my nieces would get the remote and they would be at my mom's place and they would go and find this video and they'd be like, why are they listening to this? Like, they love that shit with the double dutch and the colors and shit. They love that song so much. Let me see. Talking about, I think Nicki signed Doechii. She was so, do you think so? I think London is a good artist too. I heard some of her music that she has unreleased too. She's really versatile. So I'm just saying, like, London has a lot of versatile music too. It's like you would hear her approach in her rap and think that it's not, but she got a lot of music that she hasn't released yet. Let's see. I'm Haley, you Selena. Come on, bitch. You see where Brad at? Ice my wrists, and our shit's on bitches. You don't like them. This is you. Cause yeah, Nicki was on one. She came with it. Doechii is versatile. Yes, she is. For real, the snippet of the beat they played in the studio sounded fire. You know? All that melanin in one video. Yeah. Yo, you know what? Let me ask you this too. Y'all noticed how Kodak Black, he fucking gave Lotto a run for the money when it came to getting a feature. But if you notice, he worked with Doechii. What do you think it is? You just felt like he was like, I want to, maybe he liked the song better or whatever the case may be. I don't know. You let me know what you think it is. But yeah, make sure that you're streaming at Red Ruby the Sleeves. Make sure that you follow the Nicki Minaj Army playlist on Spotify. We supporting, we streaming Nicki always. I don't care if you in a streaming party or wherever you are. Just make sure that you doing your part and fucking with the music and supporting what Nicki put out. So if you got Spotify, make sure that you follow the Nicki Minaj Army playlist on Spotify. So where do I want to go next? Give me a second. Let's see. Kodak is a Florida artist like Doechii, so it made sense. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So you think they had that whole thing going on, so that's why he made it easier for her. I think he just probably liked her music more. But for Lotto, it was just like he was trying to get her to jump through hoops. So let's see. Give me a second. Did she delete it? Oh yeah, okay. So now let's get into this with Saweetie. So Saweetie posted this yesterday saying that she don't need no edits. Now, everybody has been talking shit about Cardi B editing her photos, and we all seen, the photos that she posts based on the photos that she posts, and she put the Getty image up there too. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. She's shading the shit out of Cardi B, and to me, it's like I don't know. We don't really are there any engagements that much recently with like Nicki and Saweetie? They probably friends. They might be friends behind the scenes, but I don't really see the engagement. But you definitely know that Saweetie is tuned into the conversation. So what do you think? Like, yeah, Saweetie is definitely shading Cardi B. I don't care what nobody say. He know Lotto was full of herself. Oh yeah, definitely Micheline. Let's see. Oh Nicki baby Wayne, she back and harder than a seat with no cushion. Oh, okay. Got you. I thought Kodak, see, I had it wrong. Maybe I'm not even gonna say that. I'll just do my research. He did and he didn't with Doechii. What do you think of Doja Cat? I think she's cool. Doja is cool, Right. I've been on London before. See, I was playing her. If you know this channel, I've been playing her music for a while, So That was one of the things I had said to her a while ago. Like, yeah, you rap really good. It's hard, but it's just like, where's the switch up? Because everybody has a pop record, everybody has this and that. And so she sent me some music before, and she was like, "Is this pop?" Like, and I was like, "Wow, she has some songs that she has not put out yet." But I guess everything is strategic to an artist. They want to put music out when they have like the correct backing or whatever the case may be, so they can do what they love. I don't think Nicki fucks with Sweetie because Sweetie was messing with. You think so? When I let's see, when I know that's right, is Sweetie's little catchphrase. So Sweetie saw right through cardio. Hell yeah, she shaded a million faces. Exactly. Who else is she talking to? And then come on, she don't need no edits. And then the Getty image too. Or can we flip it this way? Do you think Sweetie is shading Nicki Minaj? Who is she talking to? I think that honestly, I don't think Sweetie has an issue with Nicki. Let me go on my phone because I told you how that is. You can't see. Let me see if Sweetie is following Nicki Minaj. That's a great question. Let me see if Sweetie is following Nicki Minaj so I could check the temperature and see what's going on. I was having this conversation on Twitter today. And so this person got into the conversation. They're like, "Well, you're a man." And I had to tell them, like, people do that. Like, this is what I try to say. People try to use like these scare tactics, right? Where it's like they want you to think about so that you can stop doing what you're doing. But it's like, our conversations about music only exclusive to women? Like, there's so many different women who do dope commentary on like female rap and the topics and shit like that. Yes, but we all make our own way and our own wave. Like, people just be trying to say shit, hoping that you're gonna stop. Ooh, Sweetie is not following Nicki Minaj. Now I have to see, but if I put that in the title, people gonna be mad. But if I do that, listen, Sweetie's not following Nicki. Hmm. Is she really talking to Cardi B or is she talking to Nicki? So that's for you to decide. That's just interesting to me. Maybe they don't follow each other just because. I don't know. I mean, do you think that's questionable? Hmm. I mean, you don't have to follow somebody to like them or whatever, but not following them, I feel like it does speak a little bit of volumes. So let me tell you this, right? That's nice. I like that. I'm not really a Sweetie fan though. So shout out to all the people who are happy for her or whatever the case may be. Let me get that off my page. Now I start thinking about it. That's questionable to me. Now that I think about it, she's not following Nicki. Nicki don't follow. Let me see if Nicki's following her. I doubt that I doubt Nicki is following her. Sweetie was another one that, I felt like she wasn't really that talented and she got, oh, those look good. This girl I know, she made like gummy bears. She made gummy bears out of like natural fruit juices with pineapples. Wow. That takes a lot of time. That's dope as fuck though. Let me save that. I might want to promote her business. Give me a second. All right. So let me go to Nicki Minaj and go to Sweetie. No, she ain't following Sweetie either. Oh my God. I want to say this too. I'm glad I didn't forget about it. I want to say this too. As it pertains to Sweetie, right? When it comes to Sweetie and when it comes to female rappers like Bia, when they do samples, first and foremost, if you sample a song, sample a hit, right? And if you sample a hit, you got to make it in your own way. Like how like Red Ruby has like essence. It has like, the it's that was a sample, but I feel like Red Ruby still has its own vibe to it. Um, a lot of shit be a waste because I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm not trying to talk down on nobody, but I feel like Bia's song, She's a Bitch, she sampled Missy. That song peaked when it came out in 1999. She's a Bitch wasn't the big song from her album. She came out with like some singles after that, like All in My Grill. I think that was the same album, but she had different songs, but She's a Bitch was not huge. I do kind of think that, and now that I think about it, I think Bia is kind of like Swagger Jack and Ice Spice. It's because Bia is from Massachusetts. Why is she talking about she ain't gonna let him treat me? Like, that's not even the lingo. Let me tell you something. it just be so much. That's why I be getting fucking lost in my conversation, because it's certain things I noticed. Like when I moved to the South, when I moved from New York, I thought like this is based off of what I seen. Like New York, we started the whole lit. Like it's lit. It's lit. I didn't hear that nowhere else before. It's lit. We started it. Then when I moved, I noticed everybody was lit. And I did not like that because I felt like before the internet came about, everybody had their own slang and shit based on where they was from. Let me tell you something. Now moving to Houston, I hear people from the north trying to do shit and it don't even sound right. Like I said this before, like when I even listen to certain like people from Houston, like this Storytime channel, this girl that I know, like she talk, like you just hear it, like she be like, oh, these bitches mad because I'm some pressure, like the way that they talk. But then people in New York, they be like, I'm pressure. It don't even, you don't even sound right saying that shit. And then that whole no cap. I hate to say that, break it to you, but that started in the South. No cap, no this, and it's just like everybody's no cap. I just want this shit to stop. It's like there's never anything exclusive like to where you at. Being from New York, I never heard no cap and all of that shit. I never heard none of that. Then when I came down here, even the coworkers who I used to work with when I first started moving here, she was just use it in different ways. Like she'd be like, "Yeah, me and my cousin." She was like, "I grew up with a lot of my little boy cousins." She was like, "We all cut ass," and she was like, "We be capping on each other." We don't talk like that in New York. Now everybody's no cap. I don't like that shit because I feel like it kind of takes away, like it takes away from like where it originally originated from. Everybody's lit. Everybody lit. Like it just gets lost to me. There's bigger issues going on in the world. Trust me, I know that, but I just wanted to mention that. It's like everybody is saying the same shit. You can't even tell. Well, you could tell by their accent, but it's just like I seen this girl from New York. It was like she's a cute girl, but it's like the way that she even put it, she was like, I guess I'm pressure. What? What are you talking about? Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. Like, just do that. No kizzy is a New York thing. Exactly. No kizzy. I hear New Yorkers saying that all the time, especially Young Devin. Shout out to her. I love Young Devin because she just mind her business. She be in her own world, but I get concerned about her though. The reason why I get concerned is because I feel like she's so to herself, and it's like she don't ride the wave and doing shit like that. But it's like, do you got to ride some sort of wave to get to where you want to be? Because it seems like, it's not the right way to do it. But we see how we see how Cardi and all these other people, they use Nicki hashtags and do shit like that to try to like get themselves popping. And it's like they whack as fuck. It's like, no, that's cheating. You can't do that. You got to find your own success. You got to pull your own way up. Like, kind of like the same way that Ice Spice did. I mean, even though she socially pulled herself up in a way to where it's like she had the assistance in different ways. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That Kim Kardashian shit, that cosign and all of that shit meant a lot, especially to young kids who might have not even knew about Ice Spice on some shit like that. That shit helped her out a lot. Nicki is the blueprint for being organic, but why people don't really want to do the work then? If she's inspiring people to be organic, why is the female rappers coming in the game expecting for somebody to just give them something then? It's like they don't want to do the legwork. Megan, I can't lie to you. Megan, she started off trying to do like the whole Nicki approach where she was like pouring liquor down people's throats and shit like that. So she wanted to do something to market herself. I honestly thought that Megan was smart for doing that, right? But when she turned into an op, like it was just she's opalicious. Once that happened, it was just like it's over. But let me try to see what I wanted to find. So Ice Spice, she was at the Ultra. Let's see, Ice Spice Ultra. She performed last night in Florida at the Ultra. I think is that like a huge EDM? It's like an EDM show or whatever. Let me bring this up real. Now I don't know, y'all. I don't really know who is Saweetie talking to. But let's talk about Ice Spice right now. So she performed her song "No Clarity" with Zed. You know what I like though too? She went right back to that short curly fro. Like fuck that. She went right back to it. Like she was at Rolling Loud. She had the long. I like the long hair though, but I feel like do what's you. And be comfortable with, because I feel like this, and I say this so much, and I try not to say it a lot because I feel like women should do whatever they want with their own hair. But for a lot of my friends, like a few of my friends, they started posting stuff like on Facebook where, because, you know, they wear wigs a lot and they'd be like, oh, I got my hair done. You know, it feels so good to feel my scalp or whatever the case may be. And I told one of my friends under her status, I said, I love when you do anything to your hair. But I said, I think that you should know that when you wear your own hair, you are good enough. Like a lot of people, they have this fake perception in their mind that everything has to be lace front perfect, these huge baby hairs and shit like that. And you could give that up when you want to give it up, but you should be okay with just being yourself too. Like you should find normalcy and just like, okay, it's good enough. It's like some people, if they feel like they don't got it all pressed out, if it ain't all pressed out and this is just not right. Listen, I know people who have not went to school for certain because they looked a certain way or they felt a certain type of way. You have to realize that you are good enough the way that you are, whatever way that you can make yourself within your means. It's really about who you are. It's not about, you think people are going to judge like, oh, why did she do? Oh, no, the people who like it, they get it. Point blank. That's how I feel. So she was here. She was performing her song with Zed.
That's the issue. Your bro was the one that I went to. He gave me Missy and a rental. Hey, you do me dirt. Like,
what should I do? I kind of like that song too. No Clarity. Check that song out. Let me know if you like the song No Clarity in the comments as well. Let's see. We'll beat the shit out of Cardi Fleas and her bitch ass sister. If you tried to jump on her, Tommy. What? They accept Ice Spice with the natural hair because she is light skinned, period. And I think that she has a texture. Well, she has curly hair, you know, whatever. I love her for Ultra is a big deal. Ice is eating. Yeah. So it's like, especially for that dude. Right, to bring her out. I feel like that's kind of his way of telling her as well that like, yo, I know that you did my song, because a lot of these drill artists, they do these songs not thinking they're going to blow up.
You know that I'm bad and I'm rude. They get hot, so I'm keeping my cool. And he like how I get in my mood. So why would you fuck with my mental? After all that I took,
I've been through.
But you was my heart, so I let you. Hey. After all that, you should have told me. Fuck that.
I'm going OD. I like her. I like her little vibe, and you know, appreciate artists for who they are, what they bring to the table. Either you like them or you don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. So vroom vroom, you know what I'm saying? So okay, we did the Ice Spice. There wasn't really much there. I spoke about Saweetie and Little Kim or whatever. Let's see. I think that's an Afro wig. Oh, I do like Euphoria too. You know what? I like that song that she got where she was like, you think you could beat? Wait, you got to do something with me, nigga. Damn, my bully, I'm really that bitch. Yo, ex mad as shit, baby. I'm the baddest bitch. I think that shit is funny as hell. Let's see. Give me a second. What is this person talking about? Ring the alarm. Like, why do you matter? Black people put our ducks in a row? Yeah. And you know, I said this too. Let me say this, right? A lot of the reason why a lot of these female rappers, they might act like they love Nicki, even the older ones, and they really be hating and mad at her. The thing is that Nicki came up like me. Me and Nicki are the same age. We watched the game. She's a female rap fan like I am. We seen the wrongs that a lot of these girls did. And I promise you, the blessing of Nicki Minaj is that she is kind of like the protege of like seeing all of it. We seen our faves go up. We seen them do good, and we seen them rise and fall. We seen certain mistakes that they made. We did. And I felt like Nicki, just like she tell people when she was saying this before, she was like, any market that you get in, you have to do market research. You have to know what you're going up against, right? I love from the beginning when she came in, she was just like, I know that people love Foxy and Kim, but I need you to look at me. I need you to look at Nicki Minaj. Like, I need you to see what's going on over here. She never fucking played with it. She never did. And she's always been the way that she is now. She's always been arrogant, even with plastic fucking bangles on. She's always been confident, and she always knew. Point blank. She always knew. And I think that it angers them because it's just like, I even remember seeing an interview from Remy when she was in prison. And Remy was just like saying, like, when they was talking about Nicki Minaj, that's back when they was cool. She was just like, you know, certain things I'd see and I'd be like, why didn't I do that? Or why didn't I, whatever the case may be. A lot of them, the big thing is saying like, why I didn't do that is just like, especially is huge when Nicki branded. Let me tell you this. It's bigger than Little Kim just saying Black Barbie. She said Black Barbie on one song, and everybody would say Little Kim is the Black Barbie. And then she did the fucking How Many Licks video, and they're like, Little Kim is the Black Barbie. Nicki's copying off, blah, 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 blah. Little girls love Barbie worldwide. What it is that, let me tell you this, right? Let me tell you something. What it is that they mad that Nicki made it into a movement, so it makes a bitch obsolete. And I'm gonna tell you this. I don't think that she did that because of Little Kim. Nicki Minaj is a girl. Girls love Barbies. A lot of girls grew up seeing and having Barbie playhouses or seeing the cars and doing stuff like that. If you notice that, Nicki kind of moves like that with certain things. Like she had a pink Bentley. That was like one of the first cars I seen her in, like, you know, on her second album. Like even when she was on American Idol, whatever, American's Idol or whatever. Yeah, so it's like, I'm pretty sure back then they were like, you know what? You know, in their delusional mind, they didn't see anything that Kim did wrong against Nicki, even though she was on stage with Ray J and Ray J dissed Nicki. Nicki wasn't playing after that. Like, bitch, you not listen. I look up to you, I support you. And I honestly think that no, I'm not even gonna say that. Nope. Too many watchers, and people be just on my shit too hard, especially when I speak about certain people. Like they just be on it, and if you know, you know. But it's a lot of artists, they just could be really ungrateful. They feel like you owe them their whole life. It's like if I ever said that I liked you, you think that I'm supposed to shout you out all the time, or I'm supposed to just carry you or whatever. But I'm gonna tell you this, it gets a little weird when people just not really happy for you, and you can tell it. Like you could tell. Like I'm gonna give you an example, right? I remember it was a content creator that I used to watch a lot. And I noticed that before, they never really went live in the morning. And when I was an entrepreneur full time, I used to notice that when anytime I would go live, they would go live kind of like to fuck with my numbers because they knew they had a bigger following. But you wouldn't know that though, because you're not in it. But if I was the type to come online and spiral and talk mad shit in my videos or whatever, then you would be like, I'm being messy or whatever the case may be. People do things that you can't see. It's just that you have to be in the moment or in the knowing to know what they doing. Right? It don't be all love with a lot of people. And that's why I understand. That's why Nicki. So if I can understand why people, because you would think like, damn, I love this person. I've given it up to them. I've shouted them out before. Like I've supported them and literally sent them money before. How could they feel this way about me? How could they act like they don't see me? Because they don't like you. They don't want to see you grow. They don't want people to pay attention to your channel. So when you go live, they're going to go live so that their audience can be with them. So that unfortunately, if you catch them after, you catch it after, you know? I'm sorry. That's my truth. It is. It is. So a lot of people, and I could kind of relate that to Nicki, people probably were happy for Nicki, but then once they see this bitch kept busting her gun and she's still here and she's still going, oh no, this bitch is a problem. She a problem. We thought she was going to fall off after album 2, but she's still doing. And then it's just like the blessing just keeps giving. It just keeps giving and giving and giving. It's like she constantly just has, whether it's her song or whether she's on another song, it's like it keeps giving over and over. Nicki could not sell another record now, and she's done way more than most will ever even accomplish. Way more hit records that people will never. So you got to think about it. To a person who is small within themselves, they don't want to see you grow. They don't want to see you grow. And this is why I feel like I always try to help people out when I can, because I feel like the universe sends that energy right back to me. Why? Why should I be? Why? Why can't you get views? Why can't you get support? Why can't people support you and me too? Why can't you grow bigger than me? Why can't you be? Why? No, you should be able to grow. You should be able to get views. You should be able to get support from people. When you start feeling like you got to stifle a person, it really shows your jealous energy. It really does. And a lot of people overlook that shit, but I'm in tune. I be in tune. I be in tune. So yeah. Safari still getting royalties. Y'all understand you, but you are doing your thing. We love it over here. Thank you. I love a lot of people too. A lot of people love me and they support me and we speak behind the scenes and we talk too. But yeah, a lot of people don't be happy for a lot. And listen, trust me. Remember like a few years ago, Nicki Minaj broke Missy Elliott's record as the most awarded female rapper. I know that killed her because she already shitted on you on all stats across the board from that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she already, like, that was the only thing that Nicki needed to complete it, was to be the most awarded, because I think Missy Elliott was the most awarded. But to me, to be honest with you, that shit is so ugly because they acting out the same way that they try to like make it seem like Nicki is acting. And if you notice, a lot of these rappers, a lot of the female rappers, they try to make it seem like they have this union, like with the Cardi and the Megan and the Lotto. They try to act like it's this union, like, oh, the problem is Nicki. Nicki is the bad bitch. She's the one who built this shit up. She don't need none of you hoes. She don't need none of y'all. And I think that that's, and you know what? The more and more I think about it, the more and more I don't like Lotto. I'm telling you, Lotto, the way that you have to really understand what Nicki said. I know that there's new news every day, and there's so much information that's dumped on us every day that sometimes we forget. This bitch really tried to pressure Nicki into doing a remix to Big Energy. She started mentioning other white executive names in Nicki's fucking chat and her DMs. Like, she's trying to, like, you know, like somebody's trying to push you to get something, like, well, I spoke to Bob and he said XYZ. Bitch, why are you speaking to Bob when I'm the source? Why the fuck you talking to Bob when I'm the source? Why are you going anywhere else? And you know what? I don't like when people do that shit to me, because you could have just came to me. I'm the vessel of the talent. Bitch, why you going to Bob and all of these other people and asking them questions about me? That let me know Lotto does have a lot of white ways from her mama. Yes, she does, bitch. You can't be trying to do what you think that you go. Nicki's supposed to be like, okay, you spoke to Bob. I'm gonna do the verse now for Big Energy, Lotto. Give me about 24 hours. No, bitch. And you know what's so crazy too? Y'all might not like me for this, but I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna be completely honest. I think Nicki be being too nice, but I feel like she's nice in a certain type of way where she does what she wants to do. Follow me on this. Follow me. I think, and Nicki is also spiritual. I think that she knows the affiliation and the closeness with the Lotto, with the Megan, with the Cardi, right? Nicki was already used by Megan Thee Stallion, and you see how she just went on. Now she has a Nicki feature to her name for life. It doesn't really fucking matter what happened, no matter how wrong she did her, bitch. I collaborated with Nicki Minaj. Yeah, I might not fuck with that bitch, but I got the collaboration, right? If you think about it, the way that Lotto came at Nicki, she didn't give a fuck about that. She wanted that to be a piece in the puzzle because Cardi got a Nicki feature, Megan got a Nicki feature. So it's like, even if we don't like this bitch, we got what we want. I'm gonna keep this real with you, and you might think that this is messy. I do think Nicki was giving this bitch the runaround. She was like, let me see how good the record do. She said, let it build up a little more. She ain't want to fuck with that bitch. She did it, but she was being nice about it. She was being nice about it. She was just like, let me see what it do. She said, let the song build up and do whatever the case may. And she still didn't do the remix. The bitch, she ain't want to do the remix. She don't got to stamp that shit. Get your shit from whoever you wanted to. And I'm happy she didn't do it, because we seen how everything fucking came out after. I'm telling you, pay attention to the things that people say to you. You could joke around with a person and say certain things, but once you start like trying to attack a person and their family, Nicki and Lotto, I don't want to say never, because God has the ultimate say so, but they will never be cool like that. She will never get a collaboration. You could never disrespect my family the way that you do, bitch. And you think that you're going to get something from me? I'm going to be honest with you. Me personally, y'all might disagree with me like this. I don't think Nicki wanted to work with Remy Ma either. And I think that she's closer to Foxy Brown. I'm going to tell you this. You want to know how you X somebody out of the deal? Is when you kind of do something to know that it's just not going to work. This is my own personal opinion. You could disagree. Remember when Nicki was just like, Remy was like, she wanted to get me on a song with Foxy Brown or whatever the case may be. I think Nicki did that strategically because she know Foxy wasn't going to do it and Remy wasn't going to do it. So now Remy doesn't get no collaboration. You understand me? Do you follow me? I've had this conversation with somebody in private, and I don't even feel like that's really private. I feel like this is conversation, so I can mention that. Me personally, I think Nicki is smart as fuck. She came up, she know damn well that Remy, and listen, Nicki Minaj, I want to say this. And this might seem weird to you, but she's almost like me because she loved the same rappers that we love. We both love Broken Silence. She talked about how she used to play that shit and it would break and she would buy it over and over. Nicki loved Remy. We both from New York. We love Remy. It was a difference from her and Kim and Foxy. Foxy and Kim was more luxury retail rap bitches. Remy was more so gutter streets, and she's like, oh, these bitches ain't writing their rhymes. Oh, like that. She had that type of energy. So we love and we love Remy. When you come from New York, she might not have been as successful as a Foxy and whatever. Look at this person calling me. You know that I'm on live. Hold on a second. See, with my new mic, I can't even mute it. I got to go all the way behind. Let me just send a message. So listen. So I'm going to tell you this, and you can disagree. I didn't never say it. See, when I do commentary, it'd be so much shit that I could say that I don't want to say. But I personally feel like Nicki was strategic. She know that fucking Foxy and Remy don't like each other. So what's she gonna do is she like, hey, but if she was able to get them on the song, that would have been big because the people who know that they don't like them, it would have been like, oh shit, she got Foxy and Remy. So it could have been big. So I can't give her the benefit of a doubt. But I also think Remy was just like, let me set this up and put her on the song with Foxy. You know, and Foxy, even at the time, she was like, Nicki know damn well I would never put my woe on a song with that. Never. Remy did an interview like, why would she want to do? And listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I understood what Remy was saying in her interview because she was like, yeah, she was like, Nicki hit me up to do a song with Foxy Brown, but she was like, that's her friend. It's like, why can't we do our own song? And I understood her in that moment because Nicki know that Remy don't like that. It's vice versa. And I want to be completely honest with you as a Foxy Brown fan. When Remy came home from prison, she was giving it up to Foxy. Like, thank you for sending me to Reverend. Foxy still had that nasty energy online, talking shit about bitches and Timberlands and doing this. It's like, I love Foxy Brown, and I don't think it's hidden to any of y'all, but I don't agree with everything that she does. I don't. And that's why a lot of the fans who know me for the years from the foxboogie.com, they be so perplexed by the stuff that I'm saying because no, don't be perplexed. It's real is real. And if it's not real, it's not real. I'm sorry. It's just certain things I have to speak on. Certain things I talk about on Twitter that I don't talk about in my videos because I do have a respect for her, but there's certain things that she moves that I don't like. I don't like it. And as a fan, I have a right to speak about it. I do. Just like I don't like the way that she dick ride Little Kim and posted her in her stories. Like Kim and it's like I looked at this one article she posted the other day. I'm like, this shit was from 2016. Why are you posting this? It's like, are you trying to get somebody mad? Like, why do you keep posting Little Kim? Because she don't post you. Why do you keep posting her? She don't even acknowledge you. If they bring, Kim was so bitchy back in the day. She could be in an interview where they ask her about Foxy and she'd be like, to be honest with you, this conversation is about me. Like, it's all about me. She said that shit all the time. I thought she was so bitchy by doing that, but she'd be like, and for real, it's all about me. Don't ask me about, it's about me. And it's like Foxy has always chased Kim this whole career for some sort of acknowledgement. Girl, she's not going to acknowledge you. And honestly, it's just been too much mess in between them because it'll be a situation like that. And then 2 weeks from now, Foxy will be talking about people who bleach their skin and whatever in her stories. It'll be like love now. And then a week from now, it'll be like she on some other shit. So I think Kim just got tired of that. That's my own personal opinion. That has happened over the years. It has happened over the years. It could be silent between them where they might have dissed each other. It got silent for years. And then it'll just be something that Foxy will post to me like, yeah, these bitches, something about their faces and facelifts. And then you know who they talking about. So it's like, y'all ain't never going to be cool. So reposting her in your stories and saying Kim and Foxy and this and that, and people are still inspired off of this. It's like, who are you talking to though? Like, I don't know. The way that I think about stuff, to me is a blessing because one day we will lose our minds and we won't be as, quick as we are. But I'm thinking about it all now. And it's some shit that I just be saying that I just don't like. Like, I don't exactly. It's not her who's the problem, it's them. Yep. That was Kim attitude. Kim attitude was don't ask me about no bitch in my interview, especially if I don't like her. Don't ask me. Kim don't acknowledge Foxy at all. You are not lying. She don't. And for some reason, I'm going to say this, right? Nicki was inspired. I want to say this first and foremost. Nicki and Foxy is both Trinidadian, right? They're both Trini. I think Foxy was born in Brooklyn. Nicki was born in Trinidad. Now, we know coming up, Nicki was inspired by Foxy. She's inspired her as an artist. But to me personally, no, I'm not even going to talk about that. I'm not. Anyway, let's move it on. Anyway, I love her too. I think that I like the things that I like about Foxy is that she's very specific about business and the way that things operate around her. Like you can't get a photo of her and she's gonna approve it. If you take a photo of her and her phone, she's gonna look through it. If it's not right, she'll be like, nope, let's get this shit right. She's very protected about her image, which she appears to be, whatever. I like that and I respect that about her, but it is some things that I don't like. And I did have a personal situation that did happen. And yeah, I personally, and honestly, it runs deep and I could really be messy, but I'm not like that. But let me just tell you this. I'm my own person. I don't do commentary to be noticed by Foxy. I don't do commentary to be noticed by anybody. If they notice me, it's dope as fuck though. I think it's dope as fuck that you know what's so crazy? I had like I got locked out of my Twitter account. Nikki followed me on that. Then I had my other Twitter account that she followed me on, but I don't tweet on that account. So I was under my new account that I'm under now, my LaRon518, and I said, damn, I said, should I just start tweeting from the other account? Because Nikki follows me over there. I said, she ain't never, as many people be tweeting, she ain't never. What happened? One day I walked away from my phone. I wasn't even tweeting her. Most of the time, I don't even tweet her. Sometimes I will. I came back to my phone. Nicki Minaj followed you. I swear to God. That's the third time she followed me. I don't ask for that. I don't. I've never interacted with her or anything like that, but she finds a way to follow me. So she know what it is. Trust me. Trust me. She knows. Way too late for Kim. Even the others didn't go that low. Kim needs to get over it. Let's see. Again, I'm with you 100%. We won't talk about that. Exactly. Let's keep it moving, Kenneth. Exactly, K Holiday. Very, very, very. You said Foxy gives up Azealia vibes as far as in terms of switching up her mood and view on certain artists. It's not as severe as Azealia, but it's it can be a little sometimey. I'll just say that, and then I'm moving away from it. So yeah, it just you have to realize. Look at this bitch. Look how long she been in the industry with these fly ass fucking cars, still looking good. Ain't drugged out. Ain't ran through, ran up, ran out. No, none of these rap niggas could say that they fucked her, had her legs up this way. I was fucking Nicki, bitch was sucking my dick. This, that. She exclusive. And let me tell you this. This is why I love Nicki so much, because she's a rich bitch and she protects her energy. It's like I come out when I come out. I don't have to deal with none of y'all industry motherfuckers. These bitches having parties and doing all of this, trying to invite people to make it trend and talk about like, oh, I went to Cardi B's party. Nicki don't gotta have no mother. She already did that birthday party shit. She don't gotta do that shit. Nicki is reclusive because she is the talent, and she know that she gotta watch it. She has to watch it. It's a lot of jealousy. It's a lot of bitterness. It's a lot of brokenness going on. It's a lot of brokenness going on. It's a lot of people mad that they still can't do things. Like, I don't know. Would y'all be here for? Like, what do you think? And you know what is scary to me? But I think that this is right. Let me just say this, right? I think personally, being that Nicki has given it up to Kim before, and even though that they had their differences or whatever the case may be, hold on a second. See how I be getting off like that? My friend called me and I was supposed to send a text message, but I was deep in conversation. You should know that I'm live. And I keep telling this person this, like, you should know that I'm live. Oh man, I got my doctor's appointment on Monday for my routine physical. Do y'all be getting y'all routine physical? Get your routine physical every year. I get my blood work done. Yeah, I gotta get my shit done. I need to get my teeth cleaned next week too. I need to put in for that, get my appointment, get my teeth cleaned. Yeah, you just gotta stay on top of your shit. You got to get that blood work done. Get your shit checked up on so that you know what's going on with you. So Monday I got my routine physical, so I get to leave work early for that. And I need to set my appointment up for this week too, so I could just get my teeth cleaned on Friday. Yeah, but take care of yourself. Keep up on yourself, and because you're gonna be with yourself for a while, unless you expect on dying within the next few years. And even then, you still need to keep up with yourself. But we're gonna be in these bodies forever. Like you got to make sure that you staying active. That's why, like, even the past few days, I've been having pizza for dinner. I've been feeling bad every day. I've been eating it though. Even though that barbecue chicken pizza was so good, I'm like, you should not be having pizza for dinner. I be really talking to myself like, you should be having more vegetables. Like, I used to only eat that. So I'm about to just switch my shit up again and just go back to being extremely healthy and stuff. Cause we in this shit for the long run. Listen, you want to eat cheese doodles every day? That's on you. That ain't on me. So anyway, what I wanted to say was, would you be here? I would be scared if Nicki and Little Kim ever had any truce or they made amends. I don't know if it ever would, but I don't know. Let me tell you this. This is the weird side of it, right? You know how Foxy posting Kim and her stories ever here and there saying, oh, Foxy and Kim changed the game, this and that, that. Y'all even remember when the Lovers and Friends fucking festival came up in Las Vegas? Little Kim posted the flyer without Foxy's name. She got that shit edited. She said, I'm not putting this bitch name on my page. Petty. Petty. And I remember Foxy had responded about it too, like in the like on some shit like that. Somebody had made a poster where they took her name off of it. But Foxy, I will say this, she don't care about it like that. But that goes to show you that Kim, like, that bitch name is not gonna be on my motherfucking page. She not. And honestly, and I might be being petty because I don't remember actual factual right now, but I think their names might have been close together, but then they ended up putting Kim's name way up further in the top, way up further in the top the of the advertisement. I can remember this. Follow me, follow me, follow me. So Little Kim, she came out, she performed at the Lovers and Friends or whatever. You know, she had a set, she brung out friends and all of that. Sometimes I be thinking Foxy don't have that because she was booked for the same one. She did not come out to perform. I be feeling bad for her because I know that she's going through things with her hearing and stuff like that. And, you know, just getting reacclimated to performing. But shit, you need to be performing to get these checks and shit. I don't know her financial situation. I'm sure she got money in other ways, but it's like, damn, I kind of knew it. Let me tell you, last year when they had that Lovers and Friends, and my friend was just like, "You gonna go see Foxy?" I just feel like if I can't see Foxy locally where I'm driving to go pull up, I would never get on a plane to go see her because it's just too risky. If you're listening to this video as a fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It'll be like, even in New York, it'll be like she's due to perform. It'll always be something like, oh, she's supposed to hit the stage, and then it'll be some situation where something didn't happen right, and then you done wasted all of this energy, and then you're not going to see her. So it's like, for me to see her, it has to be somewhere that I'm already at. I'm not traveling. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it because it's just too unpredictable. I do feel like she wants certain things though, because if you think about it, Little Kim brung certain people out. I could guarantee you Foxy would have wanted Nicki to come out at her Lovers and Friends, and you don't realize, like, when you look at it, like, it just don't make no sense for her to do that, because what are y'all gonna do? Coco Chanel, or like, it's just, to me, it's not right. But I mean, she could have probably brung out Case or whatever. Jay-Z, he's in his own shit on family mode. You know, Beyonce is not letting Jay-Z come out. He could not even, and y'all could overlook this all you want to. Jay-Z didn't even come out with Rihanna because Beyonce was not having that shit. Listen, she was not having that shit at all. I wonder if Rihanna was at any of Beyonce's performances. But if you think about it psychologically, why would you show up to a show of the bitch who fucked your husband? Understand? And I'm not calling Rihanna a bitch like I don't like her. I'm just saying it because it just came out. But what I'm trying to tell you is that I feel like that is a mature approach, because Beyonce ain't going to explain it. It just don't make sense. It's kind of like, to the point why we haven't got a feature between both of them yet. She's like, I'm not fucking with her. That's my husband's employee. Like, whatever happened, happened. They sent Blue there for Jay-Z to show good faith or whatever. Like, oh, Blue's there. Blue seen Rihanna. Blue probably don't know. She probably know when she gets older, if Beyonce chooses to tell her though. But Blue don't know all of the tea. So Jay-Z being there, he should have been on that stage. Little sunshine, Rihanna, where you at? You at mine, and we'll never be world apart. Baby in magazines. You know what's so crazy? I have my favorite part of every song, and in that song, my favorite part is because I just love when she do that shit all the time. I love that part. And I remember when that song came out, one of my friends, she always loved like she always loved pop music, but she used to always be singing that damn Avril Lavigne song, that hey, hey, you, I don't want your girlfriend. No, it's not a secret. She used to always be singing that shit. I'll be like, yo, you are fucking crazy. Then my nieces love that song too. They love that video because it was real, like, I don't want to say interactive, but it was a good video. It had like a nice little flow. They was at like what was they doing in that video? It was like a stunt double type of girl. She was like with her, trying to act like she had the boyfriend or whatever, Avril Lavigne. But that was an era to be a part of, yo. Yo, that shit made me feel old as hell. Even they said yesterday, Ariana Grande, The Way, was out 10 years, but that was 10 years ago. So what is that? 2013? Yeah. No, it's not a secret. Yeah, because when the sun shines, it shines forever. When we only here forever, we will always be friends. She was probably talking to Jay-Z too, maybe, under her umbrella. Ella, hey, hey, hey. And she said, it's raining, raining. Ooh, baby, it's raining, raining. Come into me. Ooh, baby, it's raining. What? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I can't believe it's been 10 years. Time flies so fast. Exactly. Before you know it, you'll be to an age where you say you wish you could have. So this is why I need you to support my business, cookieconfidant.com. Make sure that you check that out. Support my business. Make sure that you check out the reviews. Save 15% off site wide. Also, please check out my playlist, Nicki Minaj Army. We need to make sure that we still streaming Red Ruby the Sleaze. That's why, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I do miss kind of like going live because I do like to be scattered in my conversation. I just love it because I feel like it's so unorthodox and it just kind of goes where I want to. But when you do a video, it's like you just gotta be like kind of like tab to tab, like, okay, Nicki came out and did this, think of that, this, that, this, that, and then it's just wrapping it up. It kind of works when you're busy, but you know, I am a little long-winded. But I am so, hold on a second. I'm so happy. Make sure if you got a mall near you and you have the store Typo, they have so many good things there. I got so many notebooks and stuff. I'm going to start writing in my stuff because, you know, if you don't use it, you lose it. And if you don't write, I noticed my handwriting got so bad. Like, honestly, me and my other friend was talking about that. She was like, I don't care what you do. You should just write. Just write something. You ever notice, like, even your hands don't even feel right, and sometimes I'm like, we got so much into these cell phones, and I don't think y'all realize, but these cell phones are going to impact us in our hands when we start getting older, because we always having these phones in our hands, gripping them and stuff. You don't think it's impacting you? You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see right through me. How do you do that? How do you do that? How do you? You make me win. You let me ride. You let me rock. You let me die. And when they look at you, let me hide. Defend my honor, protect my pride. The good advice they always, but look at back. It made me major. You always told me, just get my weight up. Honey, just get my hater. No one I'm lying. No one I'm lying. It's like you got it down to a science. Why are you lying when I ain't lying? Back with defiance. You make me laugh. You make me hoarse from yelling at you and getting at you. Yo, I really fucked with that shit. Let me play that right now. I really loved her verse on that shit. From yelling at you and getting at you, picking up dishes, throwing them at you. Why are you speaking when nobody asked you? How do you do that shit? How do you do that shit? How do you? I fucked with that. How it sound sped up? Hey. Ow. Yo.
You let me win, you let me ride, you let me rock, you let me slide. And when they looking, you let me hide. Defend my honor, protect my pride. Good advice, I always hate it, but looking back,
it made me major.
You always told me,
forget the haters, get my money, just get my weight up. No one I'm lying, no one I'm crying. It's like you got it down to a science.
What am I trying? No, you ain't lying.
Yeah.
Try to fight it, don't put the lion.
You make me laugh, you make me hoarse. I'm yelling at you and getting at you.
Picking up dishes, going on at you. Why are you speaking when no one asks you?
That's my shit too. You want to know what else is my shit too? Bed of Lies. That is my shit. We got to do that. I'm going to play that in the regular one, no Bed of Lies. And then I'm going to get the fuck up out of here. The verses is just so hard. Like, I love this song so much. Hold on.
Do you ever think of me when you lie?
Yeah.
Lie down in your bed, your bed of lies. And I know.
She said, when the tears came down, it's like you ain't even noticed something. If you had a heart, I was hoping that you would show us something. What the fuck you telling me? You telling me? I could tell you lying. Get the fuck out. Don't yell at me. I ain't want to cut you. I ain't want to be a felony. And she was talking real shit on there because remember Safari said that she cut him or whatever. I ain't mean to cut you. I ain't want to felony. But this ain't how to be a player. You ain't Bill Bellamy. She was talking facts on this shit. You know what? It's something very vulnerable about Nicki Minaj lyrics that I love. It's like a few songs that she does this in. It's like All Things Go, The Crying Game, all of that. Like she has a way of like just being vulnerable. Like she's like, couldn't believe that I was home alone, contemplating overdosing, no more coasting, no more toasting over oceans. Like she like, I couldn't believe that I was about to like just end this shit. And I remember when she was at the BET Awards and she was just like, she was at home and she couldn't breathe. And if you remember the lyrics to Crying Game, when she was like, I couldn't breathe and you ain't even know it. Yeah. So Nicki lyrics means a lot when you could kind of put certain things together and kind of understand where it came from. So yeah. The main icon stack, Balenciaga with a python strap, because you was caught up in the rush and you was caught up in the thrill of it. Caught a mill in it, and you ain't never paid a bill in it. I was killing it, now you got me popping pills in it. I told baby hit you, bugging, cause for us I told them fuck the public. Couldn't believe that I was home alone, contemplating overdosing, no more coasting, no more toasting over oceans. Till it's gone. Before you gone. Still along. I'ma ask on the song. Hold on, let's speed that up. I just figured if you saw me, if you looked in my eyes, you remember our connection and be free from the lies. I just figured out. You gotta think about it. That's when that nigga was buying prostitutes with her card too. I just figured when you see me. What? She was really speaking to this nigga Safari on this track. When the tears rolled down, it was, you didn't even notice some. If you had a heart, I was hoping that you would show us some. She was crying when she performed this song live too on Saturday Night Live, I think. If you looked in my eyes, you remember our connection and be free from the lies. I just figured that was something that you couldn't replace. But it was just a blank stare and I couldn't relate. I just couldn't understand and I couldn't pretend what we had, what we shared. What? I couldn't pretend. It's when the tears came down. It's like you ain't even noticed some. If you had a heart, I was hoping that you would show us some. What the fuck you really telling me? What you telling me? I could tell you lying. Get the hell out. Don't yell at me. I ain't mean to cut you. I ain't want to catch a felony. This ain't how to be a player, you ain't Bill Bellamy. They say that you tell me that you got till it's gone. They say that your darkest hour come before your dawn. But there was something that I should have asked all along. What? I'ma ask on the song. You know I've been in that bed before. Hey. 1,000 count and not a single thread of truth. If I was just another girl. And I'm ashamed to say that I'm not over you. There's one thing I need to know, so call me when you're not so busy, just thinking of yourself. Do you ever think I love that song. You know what other song I love from that project too? These bitches ain't stupid, these bitches ain't stupid, these bitches ain't stupid, is you? Front like she tough with something that get the tissue. I ain't even want to dish you, but what is this bitch issue? Still on that pretty bitch game. Big Daddy. I like that song a lot. So, all right, we about to get up out of here. Again, lastly, please make sure that you check out the Nicki Minaj Army playlist on Spotify. Check it out, follow it, stream it, all of that shit. Make sure that you check out my website, cookieconfidant.com. Support me. That's the way that I would like you to support me. Check out, save 15%. I also offer Afterpay on my website. So if you're somebody on a budget and you like, well, I don't get paid and I don't have whatever, you can also pay on Afterpay as well. So all of those things are set up there to help you if you want to support my business. So yeah, this is your boy LeBron, female rapper. Let me read some of the comments before I get up out of here. I love Queen album, but I'm in my girly feminine feelings. Pink Print is a repeat. Yeah, I love Pink Print, especially welcome to the crying game where you lose your soul. Wherever they no easy pass, you gonna use the toe. Ain't no cruise control, better lose control. Ain't no slamming dishes here. Wait, ain't no smiling faces. She was talking about Safari on that shit. If you think about it, she really tried to give that nigga his all. And let me tell you something. There is something, even though you see like Beyonce went through stuff with Jay-Z, Nicki went through stuff with Safari and both Meek Mill. a lot of these powerful women who are like iconic or like icons like to us, whether it's movies, whether it's music, or whatever industry that they're in, there is always some man that's behind them who sees how big they are and they want to make them feel like the smallest bitch. Because yeah, bitch, you might be Nicki Minaj or you might be Beyonce Knowles, all in their mouth like liquor, but behind the scenes, I did you just like Taniqua from the fucking chicken spot. I did you just like that. And honestly, it's the proof to show you that nobody is different. But I think that a lot of people do get a kick out of that from doing things. Yeah, I do. I personally do. Safari was cheating, buying prostitutes on credit cards and all of that shit. That nigga really shitted on Nicki. I felt like, and I'm telling you, again, back when she went to Paris to perform with Beyonce, I consider myself to be in tune, honestly. Like, I never forget that day when she posted that photo and she was going to Paris, and all of the fans knew that she was going to perform with Beyonce. And I knew something was not right because Safari was not there. That is a huge moment in her career, and that's when I knew that they broke up. Then when I seen her perform at Summer Jam, and it was like he was just a straggler on the side of the stage. It was like he just kind of got in from who he was. It was like she wasn't really fucking with him, though. Like, it was kind of over at that point. So... And then I think that was after the BET Awards where she said she was in her house and she couldn't breathe. If you think about it, in the crying game, I couldn't breathe and you ain't even know it. How come you never show it? All this love you speak of. Yeah, so all of that shit. That Safari was hurt when that shit came out. And if you even remember when she did her interviews in the beginning, she said she didn't even really want to be corny and like kind of like talk about him. She only really did that because he started to like talk shit or whatever. But anyway, y'all, this is your boy LaRon, female rapper lead. I really appreciate y'all supporting my channel. Please make sure that you thumbs up if you're still here, subscribe and all of that. And I'm going to holler at y'all in my next video. Peace.
Exit 6.
Why it ain't click? See, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. Yo, I'm out. Peace.
Exit 6. LaRon. Best me. Yeah. Let's go. I'ma be the best me, it's all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me, I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy. People gon' remember me when they bet against me. Them people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove. I'ma be the best me. You deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves. All the ones in memory. We can feel your energy. We send our love to you. I face myself in verses. They just okay with verses. I want the best me, so I figured I'd create the version. With bald tires, y'all liars and them lasers swerving. My wordplay be perfect placement. I know it makes you nervous. Couldn't pay my mom's back, even with the latest purses. You prayed away them curses. All them days you stayed in churches. Your little boys, I know you hated how we played the cursing. That rap music draw influence and it plays its purpose. Enriched our lives, never basic when these raps will surface. I know how to rank you for it. I love you and I thank you for it. Mommy, you give us your last. I'm putting you first. I'm sorry for the things we did that caused you to hurt. It go. I'ma be the best me, is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me. I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy. People gon' remember me when they bet against me. Them people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove. I'ma be the best me. You deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves. All the ones in memory. We can feel your energy. We send our love to you. A prized possession, but not picture perfect. I give advice over our meals because I think you're worth it. I'm flawed like your name when I write it out in cursive. I know my angels lurking, even if I ain't attend your service. Help me complete my purpose, keep me safe from them jealous ones that can't tell us none. Haters be like them broke hitters with that dirt weed who can't sell us none. Rap game, everybody wanna deal with the hell is this, a sale or something? The way they ride them waves, gonna mess around and get a sale or something. Defeating all my weaknesses, I don't even know what week it is, but the best is yet to come. I know it's hard for you to see it big. The hurt and loss and trauma is still strengthening up my armor. It's still people wishing me bad. I know they still getting that karma. Listen, I'ma be the best me, is all I gotta do. I'm coming for everything. I put that on everything. You deserve the better things. I deserve the better things. When they go against us, them people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me. I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy. People gon' remember me when they bet against me. Them people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I got gotta prove. I'ma be the best me. You deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves. All the ones in memory. We can feel your energy. We send our love to you. I'ma be the best me is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me. I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy. People gon' remember me. When they bet against me, then people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove. I'ma be the best me. You deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves. All the ones in memory. We can feel your energy. We send our love to you.
Is mad that they nachos. Shout out my vatos. Shout out the hoes that's watching me like my vatos.
Click, click, on them.